you doing there? Henry Olsen here from Super Simple Guitar, and welcome to another guitar lesson. Let me just stop this here. So today we're going to be learning a classic Sheryl Crow tune. The song is If It Makes You Happy. If you haven't seen the Crossroads performance of her playing it, it's one of my personal favorite live performances of a song. Not because it's hard to play or there's any fast riffs, just because they capture just this beautiful vibe and the beauty of music and how it brings people together and creates happiness and joy. Okay, so I know that might sound a little bit whatever, but it's one of my favorite tunes. Definitely go check out that live performance. I love that performance. Anyways, today I've got the telly out and we're going to be learning how to play this tune. I'm going to be showing you how the main riff goes. I'm going to be teaching you the entire chord progression, and I'm also going to be showing you kind of what the second guitar is doing. He goes up the neck sometimes and does some little embellishments that way, and also on the C chord you could add in that sus4 there. So I'm going to be showing you kind of, the chord progression, everything that happens in the tune, some of the little tricks that they do, some of the little embellishments. Just a really nice, round guitar lesson here for you, okay? So stay tuned for that. If you haven't yet, make sure to download the PDF version of my picture chord book. You're going to learn all the chords. You're going to learn how to master the fretboard. Lots of great information here. And also, if you want to become one of my all-access members at Super Simple Guitar, then I will actually ship you a copy totally for free straight to your doorstep. Okay, so check that out. All right, let's get into the close-up. See you there. All right, so welcome to the close-up. So first, let's learn this main little riff here that happens, okay, throughout the entire tune. So basically, this is based on a G major chord, except now we're not going to be playing it the way that I normally teach it, or that you may have learned it. We're going to be using our pinky on the 1st string 3rd fret and our ring finger on the 6th string 3rd fret. Okay, and then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding in these two fingers on and off throughout the main riff. Okay, so this is the 2nd string 1st fret. This is the 3rd string 2nd fret. Okay, so you're going to want to kind of get used to going. Okay. That's going to be happening throughout. And then the strumming pattern goes like this. So I'm going to try to explain it to you as simply and as kind of easily as I can try to make it. Okay, so it starts out with the bass. And anytime I say bass, I mean I'm going for the bass note alone. So it's bass strum. Okay, so I'm starting bass strum. And that strum, now when I'm strumming down, I'm aiming kind of for the 3rd, 4th, and 2nd string. You could hit the 1st string as well, but I kind of like to try to sometime keep it in there and sometime not have it ring. Okay, so that's kind of personal preference. But after we hit that bass, we're not strumming the entire chord anymore, okay? So just so you know, there's a little distinction there. It's bass, okay? So it's bass down, bass up. So, okay, so really slowly, bass down, bass up. And then we're gonna do bass, up. And now with this next up, we're adding in these two notes that I told you about before. So, bass down, bass up, down, 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 up. On that last up, I'm removing this. Okay, so bass down, bass up, down, 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 up. One more time. Bass down, bass up, down, 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 up. And now we're gonna add in this note, which is the 4th string 2nd fret. So we're just gonna pick that note, and then we're gonna do so after we play that note, we're gonna release it and just do an upstroke. Okay, so really slowly. I know this could be a little bit confusing. Really slow. come down on these notes, I'm trying to aim again for these first fourth strings. I'm not going for the bass anymore. So I'm kind of going. And lots of times I'll try to not have that first string ring at all and just have these three notes ringing, the fourth, second, and third string. Okay, so one more time. And this is the trickiest part of the tune. Once you get this down, you'll have the whole thing. And this happens throughout the verse as well. Okay, so. So that happens about 4 times after the vocals have came in. And then it just goes to a C. And then it goes back to a G. So on the C, you're just going to stay for 1 bar. Bum, 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 back to the G. Let me put the whole thing together for you now. So starting off on the G, always playing that riff. So. Play 4 times. Bass down, bass up, down, 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 up, okay? Back to the G. 2 times. Now it goes to a C. Stays there for 2 bars, to a D, 2 bars, no, 1 bar, back to the C, 1 bar. Okay, so it goes to the C and plays it 2 times the second time around when it goes to a C. So the D only once, back to the C. Then on the D, we're just doing this bam, bam, bam. Then it goes into the main chorus. Okay, so to just explain the strumming pattern that I was using here on the C, it was just this down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Okay, but normally you'd play it twice on the C to the D. Okay. So just to recap the entire chord progression so far. So we started off with the main riff. Did that 4 times. Then we go to the C for just 1 bar. Back to the G for 2 bars. Or 2 riffs, I should say. Back to the C. Now double the amount of time. D only once, back to C only once, back to D. Okay, so those are the pieces. You're gonna have to listen to the tune to really put it all together, but those are the pieces, right? And then it just goes into the main chorus where she sings If It Makes You Happy. And that's just an A minor, going to a C, going into a G, D. Main riff. Okay, so the chorus is A minor to C to G to D to A minor to C. Then it goes back into the verse, right? And the verse has the same riff happening. Okay. Then, after the second chorus, what happens is she will play the C part again. So she'll do If It Makes You Happy, right? She'll stay here and she'll do this part again. Okay? And then after that, what happens is it goes into this bridge part. Okay, so she'll go If It Makes You Happy. Then it goes into this bridge, okay? So she does the chorus the second time, then it goes into this bridge. A minor to, sorry, E minor to A minor, back to E minor, then it goes into a C. And then there's this big build up, okay? So those are all the parts of the tune. Now you know them, now you know how they sound. Now it's your turn to kind of get them under your fingers and then go and try to play along with the song, okay? And now, as I said in the intro, there's a couple of cool things that you could do, like little embellishments, okay? So when you go to the C, both the first and the second time, you could go. So that's just a C, and then I'm adding in the sus4. Okay, so that's just this note here. Okay, so boom, bam. Okay, so that's one way you could do that little effect there. Another way you could do it, and this is what the second guitar is doing on the electric, is he's playing a C over here. Okay, so I'm just holding down the second, third, and fourth string on the 5th fret. And then I'm adding in that sus2 here. Okay, so that's exactly the same thing as, okay. All right, so that's just a higher register of where you could play that same exact thing, okay. So play around with that. Also on the D, you could add in that sus4 here too. So you could go. Little cool embellishments that you could add in there, okay? But that's the basic, you know, the meat of the song. Now it's up to you to take these parts, internalize them, and try to play along with the song. I'd recommend, you know, when you start out, just kind of strum along, you know, so you can get a feeling for where the chords are. And then after you strum along, you know, without doing a lot of strumming, what I mean strum along, I mean just play it as simply as possible. So just to get a feeling for where the song is, right? And then, you know, one strum per beat. And then once you get a feeling for how long you're going to stay on which chord and how the song works, then try to add in more of that strumming and build on that, okay? Build the foundation as simple as possible, and then once you have that down, then start adding in these little embellishments and try to play with that, okay? I hope that makes sense. All right, I hope this lesson made sense. Thanks for checking out this lesson. I really hope that you liked it. I hope you learned how to play this tune. I hope you enjoyed learning to play this tune. And yeah, that's about that. Henry Olsen here. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure to download the book. Join the All Access membership if you want to go to the next level with me. I'll personally mentor and coach you via email. We can have a conversation back and forth. You can send me your videos. I'll give you feedback. That's for my, you know, VIPs. All right. Thanks again. See you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.